you, and the prospect goes, hey, DJ, I really appreciate it, but I'm going to have to think about this. I know you got a great company, and man, the sales presentation just went so perfect. I mean, we thought we had these guys locked up. They were signing on the dotted line. And then all of a sudden, I need to think about it. How many of you guys have had that? How many of you have actually had that time where it was just going perfect? Long time no scope. Good to be back. What's happening, guys? Glad to have you on here. Every now and again, I follow those ones up to death. Okay, good. So you guys follow them up more than once. Awesome. So I'm going to give you guys the information to be able to collapse this down, okay, and close them there on the spot, okay? Had one a couple weeks ago. Can't stand it. Okay, good. So I hope you guys got your notepads. If not, definitely come back to this and do the replay. I'm going to actually put this one on my YouTube channel. It's going to be that good. Okay, so what happens is when you have someone tell you, hey, I need time to think about it, okay? There's a couple of things that are going on there. One, they could just be wanting to say no. The other one is they could be defaulting to their personality style. And I talk about all of this in Sales Excellence University. It's like actually the second month in, you learn all the personality selling stuff. But just for terms of keeping it condensed here, you have to understand that sometimes out of the 4 personality styles, one of the personality styles is a thinker, right? So we got the director, the thinker, the talker, and the feeler. Well, if you're the thinker and you say you need to think about it, you're absolutely correct. They do probably need to think about it. Nevertheless, the other 3, when they say that, it's a cop-out, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to handle it. So on 75% of your deals, or 1 out of every 4, the guy or the gal is going to really actually need to be thinking about it. But this is how we drive through that. So, sorry, I should have something to drink. So what happens is, we ask that prospect, when Mr. or Mrs. Prospect says, maybe I'm going to use the schedule close. So here's a double bonus, all right? You're going to drop some knowledge bombs for you guys. The schedule close is a close that I use often. I say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I really appreciate the time we've got to spend here together, but, looking at my watch, I've got to get on to my next appointment. Looking at everything you got here, your price point, you're probably going to be around $897 to do the total project that we've talked about. I can get you guys in next Tuesday or next Thursday. Which one works good for you? I call that my schedule close because what I am doing is I am not even asking them for approval. I'm not asking them to say, oh, yeah, DJ, we were thinking about that, and, I'm sorry, but that's not going to work out for us. That price is too much. I don't even ask them that. I just say, hey, can I get you in next Tuesday or next Thursday? We'll have crews in the area. DJ, I really appreciate everything, and man, it's cool, but I need to think about that. I need to think about it, and it's a little more money than I thought we were going to spend, but I need to think about it. Hey, no problem. Totally get that. I buy stuff myself. We're agreeing, okay? Any objections, you have to agree first, okay? So what I'm doing there is I'm just saying, hey, I'm letting them kind of take their guard down because they said, I need to think about it. And I'm like, hey, man, I get that. I think about stuff all the time. I understand. Now, let me ask you, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, would you need to think about that for like 2 to 3 days or 2 to 3 weeks? Where are we at? Heck, it may even be 2 to 3 months for you. I don't know what kind of budget you're working with here or what your time frame was. But out of those options there, which one are you drawing yourself a little closer to? And they're going to say, oh, well, DJ, I said 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, I said 2 to 3 days. It doesn't matter what they say. I just need them to re-engage with me, okay? Because what they've done now is they've unlocked their grass and they're starting to back the spaceship away. I need to lock them back into the machine, okay? The sales machine is not ready to let them go yet. So what I got to do is I have to get their mind off of the objection that, hey, I gotta think about this. No, you don't. But, okay, I'm going to agree with you. How long do you need to think about it? This breaks that cycle, and they're going to plug back in, okay? You guys follow me here? Give me some thumbs up if you guys are following me here. And I can't believe we've only got 12 people in here. Maybe it's because I didn't use my hashtags, but this is going to be a huge one. Okay, so we've got them re-engaged, and they come back and they say, you know what, DJ, hey, it sounds great. I really appreciate you being understanding. 2 to 3 days, I should be able to talk with my husband, everything get worked out. Hey, no problem at all. 2 to 3 days, I can put it down here on the proposal. We normally give a 72-hour deadline anyway. It's no issue at all. But, can I ask you one more question? They're like, sweet, I'm out of this. Yeah, sure, ask me whatever you want. Actually, you've been taking some notes here. I need for you to write down 3 P's for me. And they're going to go, okay. They're going to write down 3 P's. And say, these 3 P's stand for everything that has to happen in a decision in my business. Like, as long as I've been doing this, these 3 things always come up. And so if you could write down next to them, the 3 P's are this. It's person, product, price. Person, product, price. And so you're going to watch your little prospects sit there and they're going to write that down. They're like, okay. And they're say, okay, number 1's person. Look, Mr. Mrs. Prospect, you can feel comfortable if, I've had a lot of people tell me, hey, I need to think about it sometimes because they want to tell me no. I'm totally confident. I know you're busy. I know I'm busy. I don't want to waste either one of our time. So if it's something that I've said or done that's made you feel uncomfortable and you don't want to work with me, it's totally okay to say that now and we can part ways. Is that the issue that you're having? Is that what you're needing to think on? No, DJ, absolutely not. No, we love you. You're fantastic. It's just no, it's not that at all, right? You're making them feel bad now for saying like think about it. So look at it this way. It's like the little kid when he's like, "You don't love me?" No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that, right? That's what I'm trying to get these emotions going, because we have to understand people make a decision in a 3-part prong. Like it comes in 3 ways. It's emotion, and then logic, and then emotion. So I got to get this emotion stirred up, because right now, she's just saying, hey, I need to stop. I need to think about it. I don't want you to think about it. I want you to sign on the contract, and let's get rolling, because your house is dirty. Your yard needs mowed. Your windows are dirty. You need insurance. You need life insurance. You need this IRA account. Whatever that it is a salesperson that I believe in, okay? I believe that this person needs this. So if for some reason, I'm just going to get up and walk away, it blows my mind. Like, I should make sure every option is exhausted as a salesperson. You guys get that? If you believe in your product and you believe that it could better your prospect across you. Now, I'm not just talking a hot sell. Don't just try to sell something to be selling something. If you're truly meaning to create a relationship and to better that person's life, why wouldn't you sell your heart out? That's my question I always have. So let's get back to this. We're talking about this. I digress. So what happens is, they go, no, DJ, I love the person. The person's great. Awesome. How about the product? I've told you about our low pressure methods. I told you that we run commercial equipment. I told you that we have a 5-star certification program. I told you this, and this. Is the product wrong, or, do you not like the stone that we've picked out for your patio? Do I have you in the wrong IRA? Is it the wrong product or service? No, I get it. Look, DJ, you're a great person. Your company does great. Look, I understand you guys. I know you do a great job. I just need to think about it, okay, DJ? Please respect me. Please understand. Hey, no problem, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect. Look, I get it. There's only one P left, right? So let's just clear this up while we're here. Price. Are we within a budget? Because there's two things that I hear when it comes up to a price objection. It's either I can't afford it or it's too expensive. Mr. and Mrs. Prospect, do you know the difference between the two? And Mr. Prospect's going to say yes or no. She says yes. I say great. So out of this, and we'll go into there. But if they say no, I don't understand. What do you mean? What are you talking about, DJ? And this is important, guys. You have to rehearse your pitch. You can see this comes off the cuss because I've done it so many times. You have to record your pitch both ways. So when you practice with somebody, you can't just practice with them and them always try to trip you up. You got to go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Back and forth. You got to practice all the ways. Peyton Manning doesn't go out and practice for the Super Bowl only against a run defense. No, they switch it up on him. You got to practice both ways as well. So what's going to happen when they say, no, DJ, I have no clue what the fuck you're talking about. What do you mean? I can't afford you, or, it's too expensive, or I can't afford it. There's a difference. And so the problem is when they say, oh man, I can't afford it. That's a lot of money. That might mean you don't have the actual money to give to me. You don't have, if I swipe the debit card for $8.95 right now, it's going to be rejected. And if that's the case, I totally get that. But when someone says, oh, it's too expensive, now you're insinuating you have the money, but you wouldn't buy it. And that's where, as a salesperson, you should have an issue, because now we have to realize, are we delivering enough value? Okay? Michael Christley had a great scope about this earlier. You can't show up ragged out. I'm wearing a sweatshirt right now. I would never wear this in front of a client. Wearing a sweatshirt, and, just pull up in your work truck and it's all dirty and you smell like bleach, or, you're a financial advisor and it's like, you don't prepare the meeting. They don't have this aha moment. If you guys can't pack the punch. A good book for you to read is Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it's by Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. And what he talks about is you've got to be able to jab a lot before you throw that right hook and ask for the sale. And if you don't have that jab, if you don't have that secret sauce, but you keep telling Mr. or Mrs. Jones that you got that secret sauce, they're going to see through it when you try to close them. Okay? So let's go back to this. P, is it a price issue? No, DJ, it's not a price issue. Hey, that's great because here's the thing. I got good news for you, Mr. and Mrs. Prospect. No matter if you would have said 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 hours or minutes, your decision always comes down to the exact same thing. Price, product, and person. That's how you determine if there's enough value in what you're about to buy from us. See, I didn't say that I'm going to sell to you, that you're going to buy from us. So, with that being said, why don't we just go ahead and get this thing on the books? I can get you in next Tuesday, get you cleaned up. It's $8.97, whatever, no big deal. People make more money every day. We'll get you taken care of. It'll be fantastic. I need your signature here and here. What do you guys think about that one? What do you think about that close of hold on a second, I need to think about it. And now we just reverse the script on them, and we're right back in the close. Now, we are in the business of creating relationships if you're a service-based provider, which is mainly who I coach, HVAC, financial advisors, insurance agents, CPAs, the lawn care industry, the power washing industry, these service-based businesses who I focus on. So here's the problem. The problem is when you take some of Grant Cardone's stuff over here, high pressure, and try to mix that in with your service business. Now, I love GC to death, and the dude's a hustler. But you have to pick and choose. If you have a service business, there is a difference between a service relationship selling type of a business and an in-and-out car lot type of business. Okay? Do you guys get that? I hope you guys understand that. So, although I'm going to persist, I'm not going to pressure. Meat sells is door to door. Them guys have a door built into the office to practice it. See? Yeah, perfect. So it's one of those things where, I always say you've got to continue to practice and update and hone your skills. But so hopefully that helped you guys out tonight. If you haven't checked out my cold calling webinar, please go get that. It's free. And I've actually even thrown in, you get my ebook for free as well, like 3 days later. So you guys need to check that out. CoachCarroll.com/cold. CoachCarroll.com/cold. And so that's it, guys. Go out there and practice that. I need to think about it, close, kind of deter them out. Is there any questions?